I have felt like a pull to freeride and ski mountain lines for a long time. Standing on top of already this would be one of the biggest faces I ever skied.
In this series, we'll learn from experts as they pick their brains, train the skills learned, and ski some nice mountain objectives. And once in a full moon, self-impose a good challenge. And all of this so I can learn to go and ski my first 6,000 meter mountain.
Good morning. Today, I'm gonna head up the mountain and practice using the ice axe for self-arresting. Something I learned about, but I haven't practiced it, so gotta go and do that. All right, let's pack it up and go. Not today. Freestyle mountain. Let's bike to the hill and practice self-arrest. So I was thinking last night where we could go and practice this, where it's steep enough that it might be difficult and also save run out. And I came up with this nice black run on the top here. So we're gonna go there and practice, and hopefully it doesn't have too much traffic. But also it'll be very easy to mitigate other people on the slope and like wait until there's a gap where I can safely slide head first down the mountain. So the practice area is just down here. Yeah, where are we gonna be? It gets pretty steep here and even steeper. It's quite a long run, so I think I'm gonna walk up there and on this baby slope just to practice the maneuver a little bit. So we're gonna practice using this one, but also using a ski pole, using a boots and feet in this video. Things I never actively practiced myself, but last winter in one of the training courses to get my level 4 ski instructor license, I was learning how to do a self-arrest, but we didn't get the time to practice, and it fits perfect with this series since this is a skill I hope I never in my life need to use because it would be terrifying, but it's pretty good anyway. What I learned at Grand Practise from Dave was to grip it like such.
Axe in the uphill hand with the finger down the shaft like that.
I didn't know. That didn't make sense to me until I learned about self-arresting, because then it's ready to be in front of you. And what he told me was important was to cover the spike so I don't stab myself in the stomach, because the spike can be really spiky on some axes. Get this one really under you. Oh, I forgot. Up with the feet. Feet up, because if you get crampons and you get them in, you might backflip out or like break a foot or something. Out with the knees a little bit. And look down. I've never heard of anyone actually doing that, but ooh, feels like a wonky plank. But I can imagine that working pretty sweet. Let's try with the other hand too. Same grip, fall in, cover spike. Nice. Let's try to get some weight onto the spike. I watched 14 Peaks with my mom the other day, when Nims climbs all the 8,000 meter peaks in 6 months, and he fell towards his death. He didn't get to do this skill, but it seemed terrifying and it reminded me I should try this. He actually found like a fixed rope that he could grab onto and save his life. Okay, first scenario, to have a slip while walking along a ridge or something, and go into a hip slide. Let's give it a go. Okay, get some speed. Oh no! Yeah, that was pretty easy. That felt pretty cool. I felt pretty strong how I could slow myself down there. But I like to try an even steeper and further. Also, if you just had skiing on a like icy slope, maybe you crash, lose your skis and you slide out of control, you can use the ski pole, providing that you don't use the strap. If you use the strap, this will be kind of hard. Maybe you can use the back of the pole, will also help you, but this will stop you faster for sure. Get the pole out of your hand, get it up here, rest it on your shoulder to press back on the forces coming up that way. Pull out, get some weight on it. Slightly wider part. Ski poles, upper rest. Hip flat. What surprised me about this one is how important it is to get the ski pole on the shoulder, because the shoulder is really pushing the pin back down into the snow. And here's another scenario. Imagine you're just skiing an icy slope, you crash, lose the skis, poles, everything, and you start sliding out of control head first. My advice is drag anything you have on the elbow, 2 elbows, to get the feet under you, and then kind of get into plank position and like carefully get the tips of your ski boots in and gently press them in a little bit. But apparently this is pretty sketchy if you're wearing crampons. Might break a foot or, but you know, if you're falling towards your death, you gotta do something. That didn't go so well. I had a little bit too short time to drag my elbows to really get the feet below me before I wanted to start digging the tips in. Tips of my boots slowed me down a little bit, but I should have waited longer, but the slope was ending, so we'll have to try on the longer slope down there. Crash, lose everything. Speed them up, roll, get something. Ah. Thanks mate, spraying me. They work pretty good though to get into that plank position. I get the feet slowly in, but if I did it too much, I felt like at some point they were like bouncing and almost pushed them in too much. So I was right what the guide said last winter. If you do this, like be gentle, like slowly get the toes in.
So Carlos was just gonna slide down a little bit to get a different angle, and he accidentally slid down the whole hill. He is also gonna practice today. We had decided that.
Next scenario, let's fall head first down the hill. Key points, roll to the side, get the X tip into the snow, and then be prepared for the pendulum. Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, exciting.
We're ready to practice, so that won't happen again.
No. What won't happen again?
You know that thing.
What thing?
You know what I'm talking about. Now you also know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I had a little slide earlier, and the only tool I had to self-arrest myself was my camera, so that was a no-go.
But look how like box shaped it. I bet it would work pretty okay as a self-arresting thing.
It's nice and clean now. That's for sure.
That's good.
I'm in front of the camera officially.
You get to be a star.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a long slide.
Well, that took a while. I hope there was no any cliffs underneath me.
Yeah, I'm glad there weren't any.
Ski pole self-arrest. I go straight away for head first to make it more exciting. Wow, that's a long line in the snow. It took like 30 minutes to stop. I think the best part of training this is that I get to feel like I'm crashing all the time. And crashing is one of the best parts of skiing, isn't it?
Oh, I'm having a nice walk, and all of a sudden, pop! I slip. Oh, shit.
Oh, well done.
So I got the iPhone measuring app out to let us all know how steep it is where I've been sliding. And 30. Bang on 30 degrees, so in mountaineering standards, that's not so steep. So ice axe falling on the back. See how it goes. That was pretty fast. Way better than the ski pole and none of it. But I guess it's not that easy if it would be, whatever, 45. That's never fall in such terrain. 30 degrees is plenty, I think. Although this is just a practice scenario sliding down here, it feels a bit real. You know, it's steep enough, it's a little bit intimidating. I want to stop fast, so I don't have to walk that far, making me not do everything right. The main thing I think I keep forgetting about is to look down for extra strength. Like really get the pick as deep as possible in. Because I guess if you're on like a mountain situation, the pick doesn't dig in as nicely as in the ski slope. It grips really quite good and quite quickly. But otherwise, like the whole skill comes really natural. It makes so much sense to just go boom. And then, even more power. You know what to say, never trust a guy with shiny gear. And in this video, that's totally me. Look at this one. Just a few little scratches on the mere 3-4 times it's been used. What I want to do in this series sometimes, in this kind of episode, a practice episode where I'm out practicing a skill like avalanche rescue or what we're doing today, self-arrest. It's to inspire you, because all the professionals on the internet that you see, they just go and do crazy shit all the time. And you don't see how much time they spend working their way up towards it. So I hope to inspire you more on how to set up a safe practice situation in this video here, more than actually teaching the skill on how to use it. Although we've done a bit of both, because it's not rocket science, is it? Get it under you and stop.
Yeah, it's like crazy how quick I slow down. From having my hands at the beginning, I felt like I was like, what the hell? I'm not slowing down, I just keep going down. So then I changed to the bottom, and yeah, within 2-3 seconds I was full stop.
A couple of thoughts from today's practice and what I learned. First thing is, I am shocked and happy how well the ski pole actually worked. I was also surprised how important the neck was to really get it in there, to get this angle into the snow. Next thing was that using this one worked so well, and it makes even more sense. I remember when Dave taught me that you should hold it like this. I don't think he motivated why, but now it makes so much sense that you quickly can get into this self-arrest position. Get it in there. Worked really well. But as a bit of a confusion today, since I practiced different scenarios, like if I was falling with my skis and having, you know, just boots on, how careful should one really be with the crampons? And I think the strategy I'm going to have in the future is, if I walk in a situation where I might need to do these skills, like walking on a ridge with crampons, is to think, okay, now I'm wearing crampons. I have to be very careful with where I put my feet. And if I'm sliding not wearing crampons, trying to do it with a ski pole, then I can probably use the feet a little bit depending on the type of snow, and have a little think about that before it happens. Because in an emergency situation, you're gonna probably forget about it unless you've kind of thought about it just before it happened.